Hi everyone, I'm Kelly Shaffner. Welcome to my channel. I only have a few minutes, so I hope to make this video very quickly. Welcome to my channel. This is a long overdue video, and all of my freckles showed up for the video today. Well, you call them age spots, I call them freckles. They are here. I'm gonna roll with it. Welcome, guys. I'm so glad that you're here today. I am revisiting a couple hauls from November 2021 today in this video. I had promised you guys this video right after I filmed these two hauls, and the reason being is these hauls were so similar in the investment cost of $250, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to pay very close attention to both of these hauls to see if one way of sourcing has any advantages over the other, okay? And what I'm talking about is I went to Savers and I spent $247 on 30 pieces of clothing. At the same time, I had ordered a ThredUp Bulk 100-pound mystery box of women's pre-loved clothing, and that box cost $250 shipped to my door. Now, I want to mention on the ThredUp Bulk Box, I think this is really important, and I did not mention it in the original video. It took about 10 or 11 days to arrive, and that was actually a really long ship time for ThredUp. When I order ThredUp, I live in New Mexico. Most of my items come from the Phoenix warehouse, which is only a 5-hour drive. It is not uncommon for me to order a mystery box and receive it in 1 or 2 days. So I wasn't prepared for the 10-day wait, and that's how I ended up at Savers. I really needed inventory to keep me consistently listing. I went to Savers and I was looking to purchase only great items. Now, I don't know if everything I picked up was great. You guys, if you have not seen the videos that I am talking about, I will link a playlist in the description box below. But that's how it happened. And it does take a little bit longer, I've noticed, with the bulk boxes to ship. My bulk boxes have always come from Pennsylvania. I live in New Mexico. Yeah, it comes ground. So it does take a little while longer. And I think that's important to share because I have ordered mystery boxes that have taken months to ship. Time is money, right? We talk about that a lot. I think most of us are trying to make the best use of our time. So I do think it's important to share the ship times. If you are considering purchasing a bulk box for yourself, it might take a little bit longer than any of the other mystery boxes. Now, I was intrigued to purchase a bulk mystery box, and since that 100-pound order, I did order another 50-pound box. I love them, guys. It's a little bit like having someone else go to the bins for you, right? You get a lot of bread and butter stuff sprinkled in with a few gems. That's the thing I enjoy about these ThredUp bulk boxes. Now, is a mystery box a good idea for your business? You are the only one that can answer that. People leave me a lot of comments. I've opened a lot of ThredUp mystery boxes, and there's a lot of viewpoints. And I personally think that I am the best judge of items that I am able to sell. So when I handpick my inventory, I think I make smarter decisions than purchasing from ThredUp. But guys, the ThredUp bulk boxes are a great teaching tool. I've learned lots of new brands that I probably would have just passed over in the thrift store. I will share some of those with you today. I do want to give a great big shout out to Amanda Pruitt right here on YouTube. She opens a lot of ThredUp and other mystery boxes, and she loves bulk boxes as well. She offers a lot of tips in her videos about how to unload all of the inventory, not just the great stuff that you want to list in your store, but she offers a lot of helpful tips, which I have implemented into my business, and I have made more money using Amanda's tips with these boxes. So I highly recommend that you check Amanda out. I am going to link her channel in the description below. I know you'll love her if you have not met her yet. She is awesome. So I have to give Amanda a great big thank you for making these boxes much more manageable for me. Now, guys, I'm going to get into this because I know that's why you're here. We're going to start with the Savers haul, guys. I went to Savers. I spent $247. I brought home 30 pieces. I thought I was going to sell all 30 pieces in my Poshmark closet. I only listed 27 pieces. 27 pieces ended up being for sale in my Poshmark closet. Watch the video, guys. There was a pair of jeans. I wasn't sure if I would list them or if I would keep them. I ended up listing the jeans. I listed a Magashoni open front sweater, cardigan sweater. It was beautiful. And my sister called me and said, I want that sweater. She was checking out my Poshmark closet. She is the biggest supporter of my business. And basically she gets anything that she wants in my Poshmark closet. So she took the sweater. I marked it not for sale. And then a couple months later, she called and said, this sweater is far too warm for New Mexico. So I will get that sweater back. But at that point, I will mark it as a donation with a zero cost of goods. So my cost of goods actually went up after that video was made. I think my cost of goods was 8 something in that video, but the final cost of goods for the 27 items that were listed is $9.18. That is super high for my business. I'll tell you what, I am very, very careful to keep my cost of goods low. So paying $9.18, I've got notes right here if you're wondering why I'm looking down. That is really, really high for me. Okay, but after listing 27 items in my Poshmark closet, I added $1,159 in value. So if everything sold, all 27 items sold at my full asking price, that would be $1,159 before any fees. And next I'm going to use an arbitrary number of 40% off that $1,159. And here's how I came up with the 40%. Poshmark charges a 20% platform fee. That is what I pay Poshmark for the privilege of selling on their platform. And I also frequently offer discounts to potential buyers when they like an item. Usually that discount is about 20%. I do build that 20% discount into my asking price. But I have a question for you. Can we stop right here for a second? So 20% is usually, that is the average of the discounts that I offer on my products. But I'm wondering, you as a buyer, what discount actually entices you? And I'll tell you why. Like Savers, for instance, sends me coupons, and sometimes they have 50% off days. Now, I love a half off sale. Love it, love it. I am probably going to schedule my day around a half off sale. I really like a 30% off sale as well. But if I miss a 30% off sale, I haven't missed much. Now, a 10% off discount, that doesn't even make me bat an eyebrow, an eyelid, an eyebrow, whatever that is, whatever that expression is. 10% does nothing for me. I am so curious as a buyer, from a buyer's perspective, what type of discount would really make you stop, seriously think about whether I want to purchase this or not. I'm thinking for me, it's between 50 and 30%, but I would be so curious to know what your answer is. Okay, and I tell you that, and I still offer about 20% off, and I build that 20% into my asking price. So using that arbitrary 40% number, this is money that I will never see in platform fees and in discounts. That is $463 and some change, which brings my estimated profit, if everything's sold, at about $448. $448, and that is also after the price of the haul, the $247 haul. So I hope you're following me here. My estimated profit, if all 27 pieces sell, is about $448. If I divide that by 17, it brings the estimated profit per piece at about $16.59. Okay, that's okay for some of the pieces, and some of the pieces, of course, I would like to make a better profit. Now, what is actually sold from that haul? I have only sold 15 pieces. What does that leave? 12 pieces left to sell. In all fairness, I did have some items that are really better suited for springtime. I had some short sleeve linen, Eileen Fisher tops that I do believe that will sell this spring, but 15 of the 27 items have sold. And what's the average sale price thus far? $45.20. I love that number. Much, much higher than I really expected it. Most of the items in this haul were seasonal, best suited for winter time, actually. I did sell 2 big coats. I was really happy about that. Made good profits on both of those coats. 15 items have sold. It's been 120 days since they have been listed. I have $679, I think some change too. But in my pocket, after the cost of goods, I have made $432. So the next 12 items, are profit, right? Okay, we're going to move on to the ThredUp. There's so much more to talk about with the ThredUp 100-pound bulk mystery box. It was 100 pounds, 2 boxes, 176 pieces. It was so much clothing. Okay, in my videos, I told you I was going to list 80 items. I thought I was going to list 80 items after going through everything, and I had decided to keep 14 pieces. You know what? I want to tell you I kept 14 pieces. Some of those pieces went to family members, but the only pieces that were kept were pieces that either had damage on them or didn't have a brand name. So they weren't necessarily things that I said, oh my gosh, I love this. I want to add this to my closet. I have a couple tops from this 100-pound bulk box hanging in my closet right now that I have to get rid of because I have no desire to wear them, but I was trying to recycle them, but I'm not going to wear them. So they won't be listed for sale. I will be donating more. So yeah, the 14 pieces are almost like a donation. I donated 47 pieces, just flat out donated them because of flaws or because I didn't think they would sell anywhere else. 47 pieces. I took 35 pieces to the buy-sell trade store and I received $98. I did that right away, guys. I am trying to make quick decisions about what I want to sell and what needs to be moved out of my house immediately. I don't work well in clutter, so I want to get items out of my house that I'm not going to sell. To online consignment, to ThredUp, I sent 56 pieces, and so that brings my cost of goods. The 71 pieces that I did list, my cost of goods is $3.12. Okay, how much value did I add to my Poshmark closet with these 71 pieces? Quite a bit more. I added $2,403. So quite a bit more, but it was more than twice the items from my original haul. Okay, let's do that arbitrary 40% fees from the $2,403. 40% is $961.20 that I'll never see. Now, guys, that is an arbitrary number because the discount comes first. So if it was a $100 item, I would first offer a discount of 20%. If they accepted the $80 offer I sent them, I only pay fees on the $80. So none of these numbers are hard and factual numbers. They're just an estimate to give you an idea. And I think it's a pretty close representation. The cost of the box was $250. So when I deduct this 40%, this arbitrary 40%, which is platform fees and offers to likers, and then I'll take out my cost of goods, that leaves me with a potential profit of $1,191.80. Now, you could watch my video and maybe you would list more than 70 items. But this is kind of a weird number. That brings my potential profit per piece at $16.78, which is so very similar to my Savers haul, which was a potential profit of $16.59. The potential profit on the 71 items is actually higher by about 20 cents with the ThredUp haul. That surprised me. So far, I have sold 30 items of the 71 items, and I have made $814 with an average sale price of $27.13. When I deduct my cost of goods, and then I add in the $98 I got from the buy-sell trade store, I am at a total profit of $662, and I still have like 40 items left to sell. You might be yelling at me right now saying, Kelly, show us some of the sales. That's why we're here. We want to see the sales, and I am going to do that. I will share some of the best sales in one moment. I had planned to make this video after 90 days because ideally I would like to see everything sell in 90 days. And I was compiling all the numbers at 90 days, and it blew my mind because my sales on my Savers haul added up to $671 at 90 days. And guess how much it added up after 90 days, the ThredUp haul? $671. They were equal at 90 days. Now you can see that in the last month, I have only sold one item and I've only added like another $10 on my Savers haul. But I've added a couple $100 from my ThredUp haul. So I do think that the ThredUp 100-pound box is performing well. Oh, and I wanted to share this with you. Shortly after I opened that ThredUp 100-pound mystery box and I got everything listed, ThredUp sent me a survey and they wanted to know what my experience was with that bulk box. And I answered honestly. Have you ever received a survey like that? I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. I know you want to see some of the sales, so let me share with you some of the sales first from my Savers haul, because I have been omitting these sales from my monthly, I think I've been omitting them from my monthly sales report, but one of the things, okay, we're going to talk about this first. I did put this in my fast $50 flips, my last video. I told you I was going to bring this up again. This was an Eileen Fisher black winter coat. It was beautiful. It was in great condition, and the coat did sell for $100. It took like 110 days to sell. I was starting to get nervous and even considering sending this coat on into the Real. The Real does not price Eileen Fisher very high, but I just don't want these big bulky coats in my inventory until next winter. Or you feel me on that one? Okay, and then this coat sold very, very quickly. This was a Bowden olive green wool coat. It was absolutely beautiful, very feminine, very beautiful. And this coat was one of the very first things to sell for $60. I still have a ski jacket. I received an offer on that ski jacket yesterday and I accepted it and the buyer wasn't able to pay. So I lost that sale. This next noteworthy sale is a pair of On Cloud, On running shoes that I picked up. These sold for $76. They sold in just a couple days. This is a brand I am always looking for. I don't know a lot about athletic shoes, but I know what the soles of these shoes look like and I'm always looking for these. I've sold them twice and they're always a quick flip. Again, these sold for $76. Oh, I picked up a pair of 7 for All Mankind Dojos. Yes, I found 2 pairs of Dojos within a couple weeks apart. These sold for $50. That was a quick flip. I want to talk about another brand that sold for me. Hudson, these were the I think they were a baby flare. Yeah, you can see what the jeans look like right there. They sold for $31. I love Hudson jeans. I haven't purchased any in a while, but when I saw these in the thrift store, I thought, you know what, I'm going to give them a shot, and they sold for me. So I was very happy about that. I picked up a couple of Goldie pieces, which I was so excited to find a Goldie in the thrift store. I picked up a pair of jeans, which have not sold. They are a distressed skinny jean and they have not sold, nor have they had a lot of interest, but I did sell a Goldie black turtleneck sweater. It was a extremely long neck on this turtleneck too, and that top sold. I accepted an offer for $40. The Kate Spade peplum top, it was a smaller size. I think it was a size medium, but it looked a little bit small. That one sold in 2 days, I think, for $40. It sold very, very quickly, and Kate Spade has not historically flipped very quickly for me, so I was happy that that one sold fast. Okay, this Anthropologie sweater, guys, I loved this sweater. It was in beautiful, like new condition. It was like an eyelash sweater. It was acrylic, but it was the softest, silkiest sweater, and it sold for $44 in just a matter of days. I also picked up a pair of Ariat Fat Baby boots, they sold for $52. I think the buy cost on those was less than $6, the actual cost, but of course I cost average, so $9.18, and I flipped it for $52. Oh, I sold a Winnie the Pooh hoodie. It was a full zip hoodie, gray hoodie. It was really cute, and that is why I picked it up. I don't know my Disney. I should probably learn more about Disney clothing, but I sold it for $25, and so that's a win for me. I'm not going to go into all 15 sales, guys, because I want to talk about the ThredUp box, where there were 30 sales, and I won't go into all 30 sales, but I will talk about some of the notable sales. The first piece to sell from this bulk box was a Michael Kors puffer jacket. It was really pretty. I was very happy to receive that. I got a terrible review on that jacket. It sold for $70, and the buyer left I think a 1-star review and said that there was a rip on the jacket. I did not see a rip on the jacket, guys. I felt so bad. She didn't ask to return it. She didn't open a return case. I hope that it was an easy repair, but I missed it. And I'll tell you what, there was a lot of flaws in this box. I think there was too many flaws, to be honest with you. I received an ALC tank top. And ALC is a good brand. It's a designer brand. It was a tank top, so I wasn't expecting to get much out of it. But when I went to list it, when I got it under the lights, I noticed there were some little pinholes in it. And that was kind of the story of this ThredUp box. So many little bitty flaws. Now, can you sew up a little pinhole? Absolutely. And will it be noticeable on a cotton tank top? Absolutely. Most people are not going to be happy with that. So you can still sell items like this if you want to, but it really isn't worth my time. I kept that tank top myself because I often wear tank tops underneath my sweaters. So yeah, I have an ALC tank top. I would not wear it in the summertime. I won't wear it with those little bitty holes. I'm not going to take the time to repair it. But it's things like that that I'm keeping for myself. And those are items that I really don't want to wear out of the house. But that was one of the many disappointing flaws that I found when I started to photograph items. So I want to talk about some of the items and some of the brands that I just had no knowledge about. And maybe you didn't either. But once I did a little research on the items, I found out that they had value. The first one I want to talk about was a kimono. And I think I went through it very, very quickly, probably showed it to you and moved on because it was just not remarkable. I may not even have seen the brand when I recorded the video, but this was a one-of-a-kind silk kimono. It did have fringe on it. And the brand was Allison Renee. I believe it's New York because this designer is based out of New York, and these are all handmade, one-of-a-kind pieces, and they sell for over $100 if you are getting them brand new. They're really, really pretty pieces. I don't even remember exactly what I listed mine for, but I did accept an offer of $35. And to me, I thought that was a no-name. I thought that was a boutique brand, but it was Allison Renee, New York. I will show a picture of the tag, so if you ever see it out there, you might want to take a look at it. It received a lot of attention in my Poshmark closet, or more than I ever expected it to. So $35 on that piece. Next was a new to me brand that I have since since now I know the brand. I have heard other resellers talk about it. It is Yoshi Kondo. This was a really cute sweater with a collar, like a Peter Pan collar. That sweater sold for $30. What else? MM LaFleur dress. The MM LaFleur dress is always a really nice find. I would probably even pay up for it. I did receive one in this box, and it sold for $48. Lots and lots of smaller sales, $30 and under. Okay, there was one dress, and when I pulled it out of the box, I just died laughing because it looked like a costume to me. The brand on this dress was Bodyline, and it looked like a princess dress with bunnies, and it had attached pearls. And thank goodness my viewer said, Kelly, use cosplay as a keyword in your description, and I did that, and that dress sold for $42. $42. It blew my mind. I do have another one that I also used cosplay. It looks more like a sailor dress. That is a plus size dress. But anyway, that one is still listed. But I was happy with that $42 sale. That was a dress I probably would have donated had you guys not stepped in and said, Kelly, you've got something there with that dress. So this is another, I believe it's a small business. It's called Arya, Arya. And this is a yoga brand, and this is a yoga brand that is sold on Etsy. It was a unusual construction of this top that I received. Like, it had like really long arms and asymmetrical seams. It was odd, but I did look it up and I listed it. I accepted an offer for $14. This is another one that I probably would have just donated had I not looked it up. Would I purchase it if I found it in a thrift store? Probably not. The sale price was $14, but I was happy that it sold for $14. And I also sold this Ming Wang piece, which I was excited to see. Ming Wang, this is a brand I have sold before. I think it's similar to Masuk. Their knits are very similar. Even the look, the style is very similar. This was a two-piece set. It was a tank top and a zip front jacket that went over it. That sold for $40. It was a smaller size too, so I was pleased with that. And let's do one more. Lululemon black shorts. I received a couple Lululemon pieces. The shorts sold for $32. Modern Citizen. This was a brand I had never heard before, but when I looked it up, it had really good comps on it. And this sweater sold for $35. Who would have known? I still have never come across that label out in the thrift. I also sold, this surprised me. I received a Joie Aruna sleeveless top, and this sold for $33. That surprised me, but that was cool. Leggings. I received so much Fabletics in these two boxes, the 100 pounds. So many Fabletics leggings. I sold one pair for $28. They're selling around the $30 price point, which makes me really happy because I've been listening to other content creators talking about Fabletics selling for much less. Maybe I need to reduce the price on the Fabletics leggings that I have left, because I do have quite a few left. But yeah, they have been selling. Oh, I want to also talk about a black vintage evening jacket that sold right away to a viewer, and that jacket sold for $25, and she was so happy to get that jacket. It was beautiful. Thank you so much for your support. Guys, the box is performing well, and I still have about 40 pieces left to sell. So it's profitable. Was it a lot of work? Absolutely. Was there a lot of disappointment in the box? Yes. There was far too much damage. Yeah, way too much damage. I understand, guys. I've read the description. I have watched these YouTube reviews, and I know I can expect some damaged, flawed items, but I think that flaw rate is far too high. If you're buying 100 pounds, at least more than 50% should be sellable in my viewpoint. So ThredUp sent me that survey and I answered it honestly. And I know you come to my channel to get my honest opinion for what it's worth, but I am going to be honest with you because I know that you use this information. Some of you use this information to make informed business decisions. And I think it's important to get the truth. This is my truth. I think that a flaw rate of over 100% is far too high. So I let ThredUp know that. And I do understand that it's a DIY. And you guys know that I'm happy to sew on a button. I will clean a stain if there is a stain. But when a garment has reached the end of its life, we have to be honest with ourselves about that. And can we still recycle it? Absolutely, guys. I recycle all of my shoe cleaning fabric that I use to clean shoes and whatnot is all scrap fabric that is from clothing that I can't sell. There's many ways to recycle clothing without selling it to resellers. And that's what I let ThredUp know. And I did, guys, it's not going to stop me from ordering them again, but I was really happy they asked my opinion because I think they should know. If you're asking for my opinion, I am presuming that you really are working on improving your products. And I ordered that 50-pound box a couple months after I ordered the 100-pound box, and it was much improved. far less damage. So hopefully ThredUp is listening to us. So hopefully we are going to see better boxes coming from ThredUp in the future. What do you guys think? You want to weigh in on this subject and let me know how your boxes have been? Have you seen any improvement? If you continue to purchase from ThredUp, please let me know in the comments. I've got to run, guys. I've run out of time. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I have a haul to share with you. I'm so excited to share this haul with you, and things are selling, so I need to get this haul filmed pronto. I will see you very soon in the next one. Subscribe if you haven't done that already, guys. I want to see you again. Blessings.